Hello everyone, I'm Landon and I love movies. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the zombie apocalypse thriller, I Am Legend. Even though this movie is about 8 years old at the time of this recording, I'm still going to warn you guys, there will be spoilers in this review if you haven't ever seen it before, so keep that in mind, you have been warned. I Am Legend is a movie adaptation of the 1954 novel I Am Legend by Richard Matheson. This book came out in a time when zombie stories were just taking off, and it also helped to popularize the idea of a zombie outbreak being caused by a disease. The movie starts out with a news report where a lady doctor explains how they've come up with something that they call the cure for cancer. After that, we are immediately sent forward 3 years into the future to a decaying New York City. This is because their cure for cancer ended up killing almost everyone on the planet. The people that didn't die either turned into these zombie-looking things or were eaten by them. This is where we're introduced to the hero of our movie, Dr. Robert Neville, played by Will Smith. He's a scientist that's immune to the virus that caused the zombie apocalypse and is trying to use his own blood to create a cure while also trying to survive as the only person in New York that's not a zombie. We go through his daily routine of hunting, foraging for food, and swapping out DVDs at the Blockbuster filled with mannequins. This is where we get to one of my big complaints with the movie. He talks to these mannequins like they're real people. He even feels nervous about talking to one of them like he has some sort of crush on it.
Hey, who's the girl? Never mind. Hey, I'll see you in the morning.
This could just be because he's crazy. I mean, he is the only person in the entire city after all. Or is he? Later on, one of the mannequins gets moved to a place near a trap of some kind. Could this mean someone else is in the city? I don't know, it's never explained. As soon as this scene is over, the mannequins and the traps are never mentioned again. Here's another thing. He has this dog companion, right? Well, you see in some flashbacks that Will Smith sends his wife and daughter off the island, but stays behind himself to try to fix everything. In a crazy left field move, the daughter decides to give him her new puppy and tells it to protect her dad.
You protect Daddy!
No, baby, I can't. Daddy can't take the dog. Sorry, gotta go!
There is no way any scientist who's working in a lab trying to find a cure for a zombie outbreak would take a puppy with them. I'm speaking from experience when I say raising a puppy is a lot of work. And I can imagine that if you're a scientist trying to cure a zombie apocalypse, you've already got enough work cut out for you to have to deal with some dog's crap.
Because you can still get infected.
But anyway, the dog dies and Will Smith is sad, so he drives out to the pier at midnight and runs into a lot of zombies. He almost dies, a lady saves him, and they go back to his house in the morning. When he wakes up, he freaks out a little bit at breakfast, he freaks out a little bit in the midday, and he freaks out a lot at night.
Every single person that you or I has ever known is dead!
Then the zombies come. Apparently they can smell his blood, which has dripped on the steps up to his house, and they're coming to eat him. He rigs some explosions and shoots some zombies, and in the end, they all go downstairs to his lab, which is apparently the only safe place left to go to. Now here's where we get to a little toss-up with the movie's ending. So there's the ending that was put in theaters and on the DVD, and the ending that is now only available on the internet. On the DVD, the ending goes like this. They find out this zombie that Will Smith is injected with an antidote is actually getting better. But the zombies are about to kill them all, so Will Smith gives the lady and her son some zombie blood and stuffs them into a cellar and detonates a grenade in his hand when the zombies are running toward him. The next day, the lady and her son go to a refugee camp, she narrates what just happened, the end. In the other ending, Will Smith rolls the cart with the cured zombie on it out to where the other zombies are and shows them that he's cured her. The other zombies then proceed to take her away and let Will Smith and the lady who saved him and her son live happily ever after. The end. Let me just say, neither of these endings make much sense to me. First off, how does the breaking glass in this scene trigger a line from his daughter from 3 years ago that he probably wouldn't even remember? In a flashback, you hear her constantly trying to get her dad's attention while he's trying to save her life. One of the things she says in the sequence is, "Look at the butterfly, Daddy." I knocked over my headphones. The zombies are bashing their head into the glass, and it somehow creates a shattered glass image of a butterfly. Also, the lady who saved him is shown to have a butterfly tattoo on her neck, but only in this scene. Maybe if they showed the tattoo earlier in the film, it might have made sense, but since it's only showed in this one scene, it seems like the writers were just trying to end the movie in the laziest way they could. Also, the zombie bashes his head through the glass here, creating a hole clearly large enough to throw that grenade through. He could have chucked the bomb through, jumped into the cellar, and they all could have lived, but no. They just had to go with the hero sacrifices himself for the good of humanity route, even though it doesn't make sense at all. Then, in the alternate ending, the zombies see that he's cured one of them. Why do they leave? Why don't they let him cure them too? And I haven't even talked about how the zombies in this movie look like they belong on a PS1 game. Yes, the CGI of 2007 really doesn't hold up in 2015. I would have been a lot happier if they had just done what they do on The Walking Dead and put makeup on people. At least that way, when they're fighting with Will Smith, it would look like he's actually fighting something instead of just flailing on a table like he's getting shot with a taser. All in all, I'm gonna give I Am Legend a 6 out of 10. It's not the worst movie I've ever seen, but with the crappy CGI zombies and the weird story that doesn't make that much sense, it's really only worth renting once to say that you've seen it. Thank you for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to let me know by leaving a like on the video. And if you'd like to see more reviews from me in the future, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you can see it as soon as it comes out. Until then, I'll see you next time.